What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is kind of a controversial topic, and this is that today Take-Two Interactive announced that NBA 2K21 is going to be $70 for the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 versions. So apparently this is going to be a new standard for games. The games are no longer going to be $60, instead they're going to be going up $10 to $70 as the standard price point. So for the past 15 years or so, games have been pretty standard at $60. I mean, there's been some like indie games and other games that have been like 40 or like well below that, but it's kind of been the industry standard just to have $60 as the minimum. Then you go up to like 80 to 100 for like special editions, and then even like $100 or more for like collector's edition stuff. But it was always about $60 was the standard. Well, now apparently, according to an analyst firm, IDG, they say that multiple publishers are talking amongst each other about raising the prices of video games upwards to $70 as a baseline, because they say that like developmental costs of games have risen like 200%, but the prices of the games haven't actually risen in accordance with it. And so apparently they need to increase it by about $10 in order to hopefully recoup some of those costs and stuff. And there's been a lot of talk about this for years. Nothing has happened so far. So maybe this won't actually happen. Maybe it's just going to be something that 2K does, that Take-Two does with like 2K. It's going to start costing $70. Another thing important to note though is that is only the Xbox Series X and PS5 version. The Xbox One and PS4 versions are still the standard $60. But the thing I don't really understand about this though is that it's like, okay, yeah, sure, like apparently developmental costs have risen quite a bit because like games are taking longer to develop now with, you know, better graphics and like more advanced AI and different stuff. But developers and publishers are reaping in like way more revenue now because of like microtransactions and stuff. So we have like microtransactions, we have DLCs, we have loot boxes, all these methods for developers and publishers to make even more money from their games on top of the initial sale. And huge games like Call of Duty are making millions of dollars every day just on microtransactions. So they definitely don't need to raise the price. They're just rolling in the cash. But it's kind of interesting though, like will Black Ops Cold War start at $70? I don't know, could. Also, the industry's kind of been moving away from that as well. Like the industry has been having a lot of huge success recently with free-to-play games. Fortnite and Warzone have had incredible success being free-to-play. Like Warzone has hit over 65 million players because of the fact that it's free-to-play, and has made Modern Warfare the most successful Call of Duty game of all time. And that's because they make millions of dollars through microtransactions. And I'm sure NBA also generates so much revenue through microtransactions in that game, so they don't need to raise the price, but for some reason they are. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. What do you guys think about this? I've seen a couple people actually make the comment that this makes Xbox Game Pass all the more worth it, because Game Pass is just like a flat subscription fee every month, and you get access to tons of games, plus you get access to every new first-party Microsoft Studio game for free the day it comes out. So like Halo Infinite, the day it comes out, if you have Game Pass, you'll be able to play it on your system for free. You won't have to spend the $60 or even $70 for however much the game's going to cost. You'll be able to just load up the game, download it, start playing it for free, so long as you have Game Pass. So it makes that service so much more worth it now. Apparently the games are going to start costing $70. But I don't know, it's kind of interesting. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword because like, yeah, it's only $10 more. It's not a ton, but it's like, it's kind of the principle of the thing. It's like, do games really need to cost $10 more when they're already making millions of dollars through microtransactions and DLCs and loot boxes and stuff? But who knows? Maybe, you know, by the games costing $10 more, that means they'll be able to like dial down on some of these microtransactions. The microtransactions won't be so egregious. Could be. And I think that's kind of an interesting question I want to pose to you guys. If games were to dial down their microtransactions, but instead were to cost $10 more, would you be inclined to go for like a system like that and buy stuff like that? I think I personally would. I would rather spend another $10 up front and then have my microtransactions kind of be a little bit more discounted, rather than just pay the standard $60 and still pay like $20 for microtransactions a couple times a week. Like I think that's pretty absurd for the way like Modern Warfare handles its microtransactions. Like I don't like loot boxes. DLCs were all right to me. But honestly, microtransactions, like they're just so expensive in games like Call of Duty. I'd rather spend like a couple bucks, like $3-4 a couple times a week maybe, not $20 3 times a week in order to freaking like get the skins that I want. I think that's really dumb, but that's the way it is. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Would you rather pay $70 for a game and have a little bit less microtransactions, or $60 and stay with the way it is? Let me know in the comments down below. And let me know your guys' thoughts on all this as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.